And we're live. Hello, everybody.
Good
What's up,
morning.
y'all?
Good morning, good afternoon, good day, wherever you are in the world. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. So we've got a special guest today. We're joined by Maxime from both Code C and Distribute Aid. So welcome, Maxime. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and Taylor's here as well. Taylor, thank you so much for joining us. I love it that the three of us can come together. The only thing is that I have to like duck a little bit so that my face isn't blocked. But
Oh, with
I
the
hope,
banner, right?
yeah, I think I might just remove it for now because we'll get into some coding in a bit. But yeah, I would love to hear from the two of you. I hope you all had a restful long weekend.
Yeah, it was nice. We had a 4-day weekend here. Definitely slept a lot, and I got my COVID booster, and so I've been feeling kind of crappy all week. But it's better today,
Oh,
so I'm happy.
Glad to
I'm
hear
glad.
it.
I got mine on Friday, so I'm with you.
Did you feel okay, or was it a little
You
tough?
know, bit of a sore arm, but other than that, feeling great.
Awesome.
Fortunately, yeah.
How are you feeling, Taylor?
What's up?
How are you feeling, Taylor?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. I do need to get my COVID booster. I guess that's something I'm eligible for.
Yeah.
But it's interesting. Like everyone is pretty much vaccinated on the relocation center I'm working at. So it's almost like COVID doesn't exist because everyone's vaccinated. It would be
Yeah.
nice if like the whole world could get that way, but we'll see.
Indeed.
Yeah. No, I had Thanksgiving last week with the family, though. It's the first Thanksgiving I had with them in a couple of years now that I'm back in the States. So it was real nice to see everyone again.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Ramon, you spoke at JFConf in Mexico, was it? How was that?
Yes, that was a good time. That was my second talk that I've given in Spanish now. I was giving a talk actually related to stuff we're doing at CodeC, which is translated from Spanish. The name of the talk would be "A Toolbox to Navigate a New Code Base with Confidence and Comfort."
Nice.
And yeah, just like the things I do when I enter a new code base. And yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time. I had, I always like speak, like, it's fun to speak Spanish. I have a really fun time trying to like reconfigure like the neural pathways so that I can sort of not just directly translate from English. With German, it's easy because you can just like, Germanify some English terms and most people will understand you. But with Spanish, I can't do that. I can't get away with that. I guess it's the same for French, right?
Yeah, it's like a mix of like just saying the English word and like giving up and just saying the English word because people understand it, or like Frenchifying stuff a little bit. Yeah, it's very difficult, I guess. It's interesting.
Yeah. No, so it was a good time, and I'm very glad I did it. I've got one more speaking engagement on Saturday. I'm going to be speaking about being a good mentor in tech at Pyjama Conf, which I'm excited about. So it's like Python in your pajamas. So that's going to be good fun. I'm going to show off a little toy I made with the browser as well that sends emojis when you clap into your microphone.
Oh, that's awesome.
That was a good time. Yeah. That was made using TensorFlow, my first ever machine learning project and my last so far. Not because I didn't enjoy it, just because like
you've been busy.
I've been a little busy. Yeah.
Classic.
But yeah. But yeah, Taylor, you've got some news for us, huh?
Yeah, I just wanted to thank everyone for contributing to our Giving Tuesday fundraiser to support our Afghan guests here at Fort Pickett. I think on the day we raised over $8,000, which is amazing. And there's about 8 weeks left in the mission here as people continue to get relocated to their final destination and start their new lives in the United States. So we're going to be spending that money on supporting programming. We've been working hard to assess needs around base, and really at this point, everyone's gotten all of the basics. And so it's how do we keep our guests healthy and happy over the next couple of months. So very excited to be working with the different engagement teams, ESL courses. We're setting up an indoor sports complex to keep folks active during the winter. And all sorts of great stuff. There's a new computer lab that's going up. So we're going to buy some Wi-Fi pucks for that and be able to get folks online. Yeah, no, it's really, really helpful. So thank you everyone who contributed to our Giving Tuesday campaign. And of course, we encourage you to throw some code up on one of our code bases, get a PR open, or that open collective link going forwards is the way to do it. But just wanted to thank everyone and tell you what we're going to be spending the money on. It's going to make our guests really happy here. And then we'll keep a bit in reserve, if there's any critical needs that pop up towards the end. But most of it will be going towards that programming and engagement, which is one of the larger needs right now.
That's awesome. And Taylor, if I'm not mistaken, the fundraiser is still running, so I can throw up a link here. Is that correct?
Yep. Totally. So Open Collective is a good kind of general thing, and then the fundraiser is still running for the launch good one as well.
So I'll post both here.
There we go.
And Open Collective is coming up too.
The cool thing about Open Collective is you can see how we actually spend the money. Like, it's very, very transparent, so you can see what your money goes toward.
Yeah. We do have a Fort Pickett project on Open Collective. So if you want to donate specifically to that, or just donate to Distribute Aid USA, this is our big project in the US right now. So
awesome. Thank you so much for the update, Taylor. It fills my heart with joy to see that. How was it? How was Giving Tuesday? I didn't. I only donated, but didn't really keep up with how it went.
No, it was great. We had lots of support from folks working here on base. Getting their friends and family involved. It was cool to see how many folks over in Europe as well were contributing to this effort. It just kind of really got everyone rallied around what we're trying to do. And then we move a lot of aid. We don't always have tons of cash. So these fundraisers, like the last one for the masks, this one for supporting our Afghan guests at Fort Pickett, really help us go kind of above and beyond the normal stuff that we're doing to do even more for people.
This is wonderful. Thank you so much for the update, Taylor.
Totally. So it's a lot of background noise here in the office. I'm going to let you two get on with coding. Super excited. Maxime, thank you so much for just really doing a lot to jumpstart that landing site. Ramon and I were looking at that last week. It's so cool to see that up. And look forward to checking out the updates after today, y'all.
Awesome. Thanks, Taylor.
Cool. Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Have a good one, Taylor. See you later.
See you.
All right. Yeah. Well, Maxime, I mean, I'm going to take a moment, if I may, to just thank you, Maxime, for sort of really kicking up the pace of the website development.
Of course.
And
I mean, I think the context a little bit, right? But I think we were a little bit too ambitious in the beginning of the project. We were like, oh, we can do so many things, and we'll use the CMS, and it'll be great. And I think we kind of shot ourselves in the foot a little bit. And so what we're trying to do now is focus on, like, we have an existing website. What we really want to add is more content, as well as a way for non-developers to edit that content. And so I think the best approach is to kind of rebuild our current website and add those functionalities as iteratively as possible. And so today, what we're going to be doing is work on a new page. That page is going to show us some information about our team, our mission, our awesome board. And I think that will get us closer to shipping this website.
That's excellent. Well, and thank you so much for providing that context. Thank you so much for sort of reorganizing how this looks. I'm going to go ahead. I would love to give you the option, Maxime. Would you like to drive or navigate today?
I would love to navigate today. I want to see how you approach this.
Yeah, sure. Okay, then I'll be driving. And folks in the chat, if you're watching and you want to join in, this is an ensemble experience. So you're going to please throw us ideas, throw us documentation links, whatever you like. This is a collaborative experience we're going through here.
That's right.
So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen because I've got a couple of things running here. Just going to make sure I've got the right one. Yes. So everybody should be able to see my screen now. I'm going to make it just a touch bigger. Folks, if it's too small, please let us know. Maxime, is it all right for you?
Yeah, it looks great on my end.
Perfect. So what we've got here is Gitpod, which means, this is a shared link. So in theory, Maxime, if you want, I can toss this link to you and you can also look at it from your end, or you can just watch me here, however you prefer.
Awesome.
So what we've got here is a shared instance of the app running on the cloud. And what we can do is take this URL. We're running on the latest Saga branch. The latest commit on the Saga branch. I'm just going to open up a separate terminal here, git log, and we've got here, yep, a commit from you yesterday at 6-ish p.m. Pacific.
Yeah.
So we've got the latest one. Let's take a look at the app itself running. So I'm just going to add that port 8000 there. So it's doing its thing. Wow. Oh, you've been busy, Maxime.
We've made some progress.
Yeah, nice one. Thank you. This looks fantastic. So so what you've been doing is kind of, correct me if I'm wrong, bringing over a lot of the existing infrastructure and content from the previous page.
That's right, and we also have some designs in Figma. You'll see that in the link in the GitHub issue that I sent you. So I'm doing a bit of a mix of new design with existing content at the moment.
Nice. Yeah, so let's talk about that issue, because you've prepared a very nice issue for us here, which is to build the About Us page.
Yeah.
So what do we have here? We've got 5 sections that we want to work on. Here with a video, mission statement, board members, mission details, and timeline. Please feel free to work on all of them at once or break them up into multiple PRs. Let's see how fast we go.
Yeah, exactly.
Page route should be /about, replace the who we are route. So we'll replace it, okay? Floating social links will need to be displayed on other pages, so it'd be great to create a reusable component for them. Sounds good. This article might be a good starting point for building the timeline. How to create a timeline. Yeah.
It's basically very similar to the design we're going for, so I thought this would be a good way to get started. And it's also responsive, so if you make the window very small, all of the timeline items will be squished to the right, which is a pretty nice detail.
Wow. So hold on. Nice.
Yeah.
So what I'm doing here is testing it in mobile with my dev tools, and we can see, yep, I'm surprised that W3 Schools has one for this.
I know. Yeah. I don't usually look to W3 Schools for content, but this was a very good article, so props to them.
Yeah, exactly. Props to them. I'm impressed. Awesome. Okay, so we've got that, the timeline, we got some assets, we got timeline items as JSON, okay? And you've assigned, okay, great. So we're all set to get started.
It's all yours.
So I like to approach this from a sort of easy wins first kind of way. So what I'm going to do is check out a new branch. Let's call this feature. Yeah, let's call it feature. And the name of the issue, is it 50 something? No, it's 111.
111.
So About Us page. And there, I think the first thing I'm going to do, if it sounds good to you, is start with renaming this route.
Yeah, that sounds good. I think there's a route in the nav already, but there's not actually a page that it links to. So you can definitely rename it, but we'll have to create the page soon too. Yeah, this doesn't.
I see. Okay, so the first thing to do would be to change that nav link. So if I go into our, shall we use maps? We're going to use maps.
Sure. I think there's a map on the README in the repo.
Nice. Let's use Codesy Maps because we want to see where those routes come from.
Yeah.
Because I remember there being routes.
So if you click on that badge right there, it should take you to it. Yep.
Perfect. And of course, I need to log in. Fortunately, that should be fairly straightforward. So, cool. Because I remember us looking at routes. So we've got our pages. Right. So we see here right away that we don't have an About Us page. So we'll be adding one here most likely. However, I remember us. Is there a file related to Nav?
I don't think we name it Nav. I think we name it main header, maybe. Or main menu. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, there is a nav.
There's a nav folder. So we can see there. And if I can I double click on it? Oh, there's a feature request. I'd love to double click on it to like bring it to my attention.
I'm gonna write that down.
Thank you. Okay. Nav main menu. So let's see what's related to main menu here. Because I can see that main menu isn't actually depending on any files related to routes.
Right.
So we're probably just going to need to hop. I would say hop into the main menu file and see what comes up there.
Mm-hmm. And you can open it in GitHub here on the right. You can see there's a little link.
Oh.
That won't open in Gitpod, but you can see it in GitHub at least.
Oh yeah. No, that's super handy. And there it is. Hard-coded, links hard-coded, and we've got our who we are. Do you think the title who we are still applies?
Let's go with about us for now, just because that's what's in the design. But yeah, we've been thinking about either like who we are and what we do versus about us and our projects.
Gotcha.
To run by the team to see what they think.
Yeah, that makes sense. Let's do that then. Yeah.
Hoping you have access.
I should. I've been here before. About us. Yeah. Let's go with what design says.
Yeah.
So that's our main menu TSX file. And we'll change this to about us. About dash us.
Perfect.
And that should already change, which is good. If we click on it, we're going to get that 404 because we don't have a page yet.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to be too pedantic and waste a lot of our stream time making lots of small commits. So I'll save that for later. Is that okay with you, Maxime?
Yeah, that's fine.
I would otherwise be making lots of small commits. Let's then go ahead and create that page.
Yeah,
I would say. So we've got our pages here. Wait, is this the latest? Sorry. Let me do one thing real quick. Do I have the latest one?
You think something is missing?
I'm a bit confused as to why this is called routes and not shipping routes. Did I forget to merge that PR?
I don't think that's on you. If you look at the original website, we actually have the /routes/ UK to Lebanon and UK to France. So if you go to distributed.org, see those two routes.
Right. Yeah. Open up the tab here.
So it's trying to match that so we don't lose the SEO we had. So you can get to them by scrolling down a little bit, and if you click on the ship your aid buttons.
Right. So I'm sorry, did we just give you extra work last week?
I don't think so.
Because we renamed them to shipping routes because we thought, because I was initially confused with like Gatsby routes.
Oh, okay. That explains a little bit of what.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No worries. Well, it's interesting, right? Like the way that Gatsby creates routes is by you put things inside of that pages folder, and if something is inside of a directory, it will just add that directory in the path. So, yeah.
Oh, so you must have seen that pull request and been like, huh?
I thought I did something silly.
No,
Turns
you were
out
totally
it was
right.
you all along.
No, you know what? And it must be like it didn't occur to me for 1 second to think about preserving FCO. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
So do you know, like, actually, out of curiosity, do you know offhand if there's a way to have a Gatsby not map, like to be able to have a folder, but still like a different route?
Yeah, absolutely. You would have to essentially create your pages dynamically. So you can write some code that instead of looking at the pages directory, Gatsby will look at your code and say, okay, create, they have, I think it's called create page. Create page takes a path and then I think a template, which is just a piece of React content, and it will create a page at that exact path. So you don't have to rely on the basic like native file system based routing. You can create your own. But I think in this case, it's a little bit easier for newcomers to the project to, like, if they understand Gatsby, they'll understand where the pages show up.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, that makes sense. And it sounds like the easier thing to do, honestly, is to put up with just a tiny bit of confusion as to why there's a routes folder.
Yeah, I can see the confusion. They're like routes is a bit of a confusing way to name something, but it makes sense for SEO, I promise.
No, I believe you, and I mean, like, as soon as you explained it, it was like, oh yeah, that makes perfect sense, because yeah, because I never thought of SEO. Anyway, so we've got our pages, we've got our donate where we work, so we'll need a new page here. We'll call it about-us.tsx. And I realized that I have been just driving without letting you navigate. So Maxime, please feel free to navigate me.
Yeah, I mean, what I would do here is probably copy something that exists already. I would look at either the index page or the donate page, have a pretty good, yeah, those are pretty simple. So I like to steal the simple layout component that just wraps everything, and go from there.
Cool, let's do it. So I'm just gonna take this thing wholesale, if I may.
Yeah.
And just move stuff as we go. Probably some stuff we're not going to need here. You said go up till the simple layout.
Yeah, so simple layout essentially wraps the page. It adds the navigation at the top and a footer at the bottom.
Yeah.
It also takes a page title. That's what shows up in the tab in your browser.
Gotcha. So I think like this will leave us with,
yeah, some content on the page. Yeah.
Just for now. Ah, that's how it works.
And I would rename the component to About Us or something like that.
Right, gotcha. Yeah.
Awesome.
I guess, I'm going to remove all of these that are not imported. That are not used, that is.
And now you should be able to see the page.
Fantastic. Nice.
Ta-da. Awesome.
I think that's a good place to commit.
Yeah, let's do it.
So shortcuts. Make this a feat. Is it feat or feature?
I don't think we're very consistent, so it's kind of up to you.
Okay, let's go with feature, since I'll be
Sounds good.
I'll be verbose. Feature, add about us page, rename route.
Perfect.
Great. Nice. Awesome. I'll just keep that open for later. So once we've got that, we can take a look at the, shall we take a look at the design and see where we get started there?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to zoom out a little. Oh, we're already here. Fantastic. So we'll take this.
So the text that's in magenta there doesn't actually show up in the end product. It's just to call out some things and notes.
Yeah. We've got this YouTube video here. So just set here for now. Oh, no ads. Thank you. Nope. Thank you. We don't want to. People are already watching ads through Twitch. We don't need them watching ads through us as well.
That's right.
The reason I came here is to get the embedded. We want to embed this, right? Or is there like a, yeah.
I think we did this on the homepage actually, so there might be a way to steal some code and reuse it.
Oh yeah, let's do it. Distribute8.org. Yeah. Probably.
Oh, actually in the homepage of the new site too. So if you look at the code in Gitpod, you'll see it.
Ah, great. Probably YouTube. Oh yeah.
There we go.
So it would appear to be literally a iframe to which we'll just pass that link, that YouTube ID.
Yeah, exactly.
This H1 and replace it with that. And grab the video ID.
I think it might be the same.
Oh, yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah. Perfect.
So if I go back here.
Sweet. Okay, so we'll want to center that and I think make it a little bit larger.
So to do that, we'll probably need to adjust. I'm not very good with iframes, I'm afraid.
So on the iframe, you can set the width and height. Because it has the class name max-w-full, it will take up at most 100% of the width of its container.
So we can make it as, sorry.
So we can make it as big as we want, essentially.
Gotcha.
So you could try doubling the dimensions and see how that looks.
Okay, so that would be 120 as 3630.
Yeah, I'm doing math on the stream. Nice.
It's not the first time. That looks really cool. And you said that if I reduce the size, it will kind of work.
Kind of work. It looks like it reuses the width, but not the height, interestingly.
Yeah.
So let's try something. Instead of an absolute width in pixel, height in pixel, let's do a percentage. Let's do like 50%.
Like this?
Yeah. And I want to say yes. Don't quote me on this.
Let's have a look. What?
Success.
What? Excuse me? Sorry, I have to. Oh, hold on.
Oh, that's not great. Okay.
I think it's because it's 50%. Let me turn off the mobile. I think it's because the 50% comes from. It's 50% as big as. No, that doesn't make sense. Did you say it's on the main page?
It is.
Okay.
So if you reduce the size of that, not sure how good it's going to look.
It does look good. Yeah, it looks fine. Huh.
Yeah, but see, the height isn't really relative to the proportions of it, essentially, which maybe that's okay. There's a trick that I've been using that I've used in the past, and I'm going to link that to you.
Oh yeah, you can also like write it here in the code if you want, or however you prefer. Like since you've got access to the Git pod, you could paste it into the code. Oh,
you're right. Absolutely, I forgot. Okay, let's see.
Oh, Flaky says, unfortunately, you can't specify anything but pixel values in the attributes of the iframe.
Thank you for that. Okay.
Yeah, too bad.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see what I can do on my end too. I think there's a way to add essentially a container.
Yeah.
And
I think we should be able to see your changes there as we. Oh, I see it. Yeah, there's a div appearing.
Awesome. So let's see if I can get this to work. So position relative, and we're going to position the iframe absolutely. So this is why I'm using the position relative. So it's position absolutely relative to its parent. There's a bit of a trick. And actually, I'm going to link the article in the chat so people can take a look at that.
Thank you.
Can I write in the chat?
If you can't, send it to me in the private chat, and then I'll paste it as our Wise Code C account.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you.
Oh. So there we go. With that, we can paste a responsive YouTube embed. This seems like cheating. I see a padding bottom of 56%.
It's very cheaty, yeah.
Is that like, how did people figure out like that very specific 56.5% number?
It's an aspect ratio thing. A lot of people use like the videos from YouTube have the same aspect ratio, and so they've kind of just figured out that this is the magic number that works, which is funny.
Oh, gotcha.
But yeah, this trick, like I've used it so many times for like marketing websites where there's always a video at the top, you know, of the page. Just setting this up because typing and talking.
Oh yeah, all good, all good. I can talk through that. So let's see here. So you've put that inside a div with these very specific attributes. You've changed the style to be okay, so it's positioned absolutely now with the top and left of 0 and stretched to fit the entire parent.
Yeah.
With an overflow hidden. Okay.
And so if you want to try and see what that looks like.
Let's give it a try. The question is it gonna? Yeah, so it's gonna fill out the entire hero section, which is fine. Exactly.
Awesome.
So let's try that now on a smaller screen. Thank you. This seems to be working splendid. Yeah, look at that.
Perfect.
Yep, nice. Love it. Cool.
Okay, so now we can just reduce the size of its container, and we should be good to go.
Container. Reduce the size of its container. Ah, yes. Here. No.
Yeah, I would say line 11. We can add. So I think on the other pages we use the Tailwind class max-w-7xl.
Max-width-7xl.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and that'll reduce it so that and thereby constrain the video.
Yep, and I think we'll need to add a margin left and right of auto so it's centered.
I can do that. ML auto MR. Oh no, wait. That's on the inside, isn't it?
No, you're right. Although you can do mx-auto, and that will do both the left and right margins.
Is that a Tailwind thing?
Yeah.
That is super handy.
I know.
Nice.
Awesome.
I know this is gonna be pedantic, but I want to commit this right away.
No, let's do it.
So let's see. Embed YouTube. Oh, what do we call it? Hero video.
Yeah.
You know what the etymology of hero is? Like why it's called hero?
I don't know. That's a good question, though.
Perplexed me since the first day I saw it, and it's one of those things that I never thought to take a step back and wonder.
Yeah, I should look that up someday because I see it everywhere, but I've never been curious enough. So.
Oh, Flaky here adds some stuff. So the ratio is 9:16.
Oh, that explains the video size. I gotcha.
The TLDR, percentages and padding and margin always relative to the width of the container. So here we'll create a box that's always 100 units wide and 56.25 units tall to fit that aspect ratio.
Gotcha. Yeah, thank you for the explanation.
Yeah. Cool. Oh, wait. Oh dear. I was committing to Saga.
Oh, well, I'm glad it didn't work.
Yes. Let's check out minus. And how do I do this? Do a little git fun because I already committed something. It's like a rebase. No, I can't rebase.
What happens if you do git log? You should still have your commit, right?
Yes. Oh, I don't. Okay, so we can just merge Saga. There we go. Phew.
Awesome.
So we're on the same branch, right? Yes. Whew. Okay, never mind. Crisis of. It's a good thing that branch is protected.
Yeah.
Because that would have been an embarrassing mistake. So.
Commit to Saga on stream? Oh no.
Right. So we've added that video. What's next? Let's take a look. We've got a banner. We made one of these with Taylor.
Yeah.
So we should be able to reuse that.
I think we should have the logo somewhere in the repo, but if we don't, I can link you to the proper page.
Wonderful. Thank you. So I don't want to keep you in the dark. So I just remember where we use that banner, which would be the main page.
Yeah, I think if you go to index, what you're looking at right now, I think maybe the mission section component on line 12.
Oh, did you extract that?
Yeah.
Nice. So that would be under components. Oh,
components/home is where they all are.
Mission section.
Yeah, so use a BG-Navy-50 color for the background.
Oh, we're not using the reusable component anymore.
Oh, we're not using stuff from Contentful anymore. No, that's been
gotcha.
It's not taken out, but it's on pause until we finish the site, essentially.
That's totally fair. So I'm just gonna copy this whole thing.
That sounds good.
So below that, below our, I think, so minimum height. I think I can put that inside this div, right? Or do we want to make its own thing, I guess?
I think you want to make it its own thing because the div you're currently in will only take up a max amount of the screen, but you want it to be full width.
Gotcha. Let me ask you a question, Maxime, since I've got you here, if I may. How do I auto-indent this?
I don't know about Gitbot. For me, I use Prettier in VS Code, and that just kind of does things for me.
Well, let's put that in.
Oh, you can. Okay.
Yeah, it's essentially VS Code. This one here.
Gotcha. Yeah. And there's a setting, and I think the shortcut in VS Code is Command, comma.
I don't know if we can go that far.
There's a VS Code setting that lets you format on save. Maybe you can search in the settings, actually, if you look for format on save. Yeah, this one.
There we go. So if that works.
It looks like you're maybe already indented properly.
Oh, that could be.
Yeah. So if you try like removing some indentation, you can see if it works.
But it doesn't look like it because you see this section and this div aren't.
You're right.
But maybe I need to. No, I want to sync it. Oh, but this is TypeScript. Does that make a difference with Prettier?
No, that's what I use too.
Oh, here we go. VS Code may have a formatting option too, something like format document with Control-Shift-P. Not sure if it works on Gitpod. Let's give it a try. Format. Did you say format document?
Mm-hmm.
That document. Okay. Wait a minute. It just did a thing. No, it didn't. Never mind. I got excited. Format document. Let's see. There are multiple formats for TypeScript React files. Select the default form. We'll go with Prettier.
That sounds good.
Look at that! And here I am using the equals in Vim like a chump. Love it. Okay, cool. Thank you for that. So we've got our banner. So that should show up here now. That's where our image comes in, right?
Yeah. So we can actually remove that because we're not using that image. That's the map on the right on the front page.
Gotcha. Oh, did I not? Thought I saved it. 954 seems to be missing a map image.
Maybe you.
I copied it twice by accident.
Oh, okay.
There's 2 sections now, so let's remove that one. Save. Look at that! It saves automatic. It formats automatically.
Welcome to the future.
I like the future. It's nice here.
Okay,
there we go.
awesome.
So we've got. Is that not? That's not the full width, huh?
No, it's not. So I think it's because it's inside of the div at the top that has a max width on it. So we want to move that outside of that div, I think.
Right. So out here.
Yeah.
Oh, I was a bit nervous because I thought we were going to return something like 2 components next to each other, and I know that React doesn't like that. But we're inside a simple layout, so we're fine.
That should be okay, yeah.
So if we refresh that again.
Perfect.
It's a bit hard to tell from my monitor, but I think it is.
Yeah, I see it full width on my monitor.
Excellent. So next thing is to human needs at scale by connecting communities and empowering people to uphold human dignity. Is that what it says there? No.
If you're in Figma, you can actually click on a text node and hit Command-C, and that will copy the text inside of it.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool. And I like this. This is amazing. No wonder developers today are so productive.
Oh yeah, because we don't have to worry about stuff anymore. It's done for us.
No, that's not what I'm not implying that y'all are lazy.
Oh, we are very lazy, and I think that's you need to be lazy if you're going to do so much work, you know?
True, fair point. Cool. So we've got that. We need what do we need here now? We need this here. Can I copy this SVG.
So on the left side, see where it says logo mark blue. You'll want to click on the top one. Yep. And then export.
Yeah.
And then you can click the little plus sign, I think, and you'll want it SVG. Yep.
Brilliant.
Hope that.
Now I believe, I could be wrong, I can just drag that up here, but the question is where? That would be...
We have an images folder under source, I think. That may be a good place for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Cool. So I wonder if I can just... Does this work? Super cool. So that's already embedded. Now, do I need to... I don't need to export it or anything, right? I don't need to do any JavaScript.
I don't think so. I think Gatsby will automatically let you import SVGs.
Wonderful.
For an example, I would look at the one above the one you imported, lettermark blue. If you look for that text, you can probably see how it was imported, because I never remember exactly how that works.
Yeah, same. So let's have a look. So how do I... Sorry, give me 1 sec.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure I'm not missing any of the chat here. So I'm going to just put it very strategically on the side. So, sorry, where were we?
So looking to see how we can import SVGs instead of files.
Wonderful.
Okay, so it looks like just a path to the file, and then we can probably pass this import as the source attribute of an image.
Mm-hmm. So we would need an... Oh, yeah, let's take a look at how that's used, huh? So that's logo src. We're using a regular old image tag. Cool. So we will first import it at the top. Call it, not logo, but let's call it, well, what is it called? Logo mark blue. How about logo blue src?
And you'll want to change the name to logo mark instead of lettermark.
And I think we'll need to fix the path. Oh no, it's just never used. And it's called logo mark underscore blue. G. I'm gonna copy out that image tag too. Down here, and I think it comes before. Yeah. So we'll put that before the P tag. Probably have to logo mark. What do I call it?
Logo blue. Yeah.
Thank you. Nice. Flock of doves stylized by stacking wings of a dove. It's not quite what we have here. Logo mark. Distribute a logo. I think it's a single dove. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh no, it is a stack.
You can see the
Sorry.
wings. Yeah.
So it is actually. That's a perfectly accurate alt text.
That should work.
And the width and height are okay, I guess. Let's see. Can't resolve images. Could that be because we need to restart the server if we've added a new file? No.
It might be because the route isn't exactly accurate.
This continues to blow my mind.
Oh yeah, there you go. We were looking a level too high. I don't think it's inside of home, right?
I don't think so. But why am I...
images? It doesn't autocomplete SVG files, unfortunately.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
So it's let's see. Right, jump one out because we're in pages. Then we go into images, and then then we're good.
Yeah.
That would be logo mark blue.svg.
Perfect.
Nice. All right, getting there. Logo. Oh no, never mind.
Okay, we got it.
Seems like they're on top of each other, which means we'll need a Flexbox or something, huh?
Yeah.
Awesome. I love Flexbox. But I love that you can just be as messy as you want with your markup. Easy.
What have we created?
Oh, this is great because you don't have to worry about indentation. Like I used to, take the time and be like, all right, let's, indent this, indent that.
Right.
Anyway, so we want, I think is it just flex?
Just flex, yep.
That should already get us one step further.
Exactly.
Question is, what about mobile? Oh no, we need to fill it, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
Because right now, we probably want to align it with the video.
Yeah, which
we already
I think
do.
it's already doing that, yeah, because we're using the same max width.
Text navy, text don't. So we probably somewhere here. Ah. Oh, LG Flex, there it is. So we probably want same thing, LG Flex.
Yeah, that's fair. So that it can stack on mobile.
Yeah. Or not.
So I think you'll probably want some space between the items. So I would use the SpaceX class in this case. So I would do like LG colon space X, I don't know, 4 or maybe 8.
8.
You'll want to dash just before the X too.
Thank you.
Okay.
Nice.
And then the width of the image is fine, but it looks like the text is getting squished. And so we'll probably want to grow that to take up as much space as is possible.
So that would be here. We want to flex 1, right?
I don't
Flex
remember
grow?
exactly how Gatsby Tailwind does that. I think it's maybe flex grow, yeah.
Let's have a look. Flex grow. It is flex dash grow. Oh, it's just flex grow.
Okay, awesome.
Nice. Oops. Flex grow, yes. Okay. Why?
Weird.
What makes me suspicious is that this parent here is not filling up. I would be tempted to put in width 100 here.
Oh, you know, we probably don't need the flex at the container at the very top.
This one here?
Yeah.
I probably should be doing this in the code base and not
yeah,
here.
Otherwise we're gonna lose all the changes. Yeah, so online, let's see, 43. I don't think we need flex here anywhere. We really just need the width and the margins.
Down here.
Yeah. And let's add that, I think it was like LG colon space X.
8?
Yeah, let's try 8. That sounds nice. Okay, and then on the paragraph, we could try adding the flex class again.
This is why you don't do stuff in the dev tools. This kind of thing in the dev tools.
You got to remember what you do is you can redo it.
Yes. My bad. Flex grow. I think that's everything. Let's give that a refresh. So it's still not filling up. And I don't know, something, because this is, does flex grow? Yeah, flex grow 1.
So try adding maybe like a full width on the container. So that div that has LG colon flex.
Do you know how to do that in Tailwind?
Is it W dash full?
It is full. Okay.
Yeah,
there's width 100%.
Okay, but still not taking up 100% of the space we have. So something is.
Hold on. What's all this margin here?
Oh, and there's a width 1/2. So LG colon, yeah.
That'll do it.
So it's left over from copy pasting.
There we go.
Perfect.
Back here. So we remove that. And what was the other thing we did? Oh, we might not need that width 100.
Yeah. We didn't add in the code, so it should be okay actually.
Yeah. Let's give it a try. Oh, it's already. Oh, yeah. There we go.
Okay, perfect.
And that's how it looks here. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. Do you want to commit this?
Yeah. So what have we done? We added an image and we styled a, what do we call this? Mission statement.
The mission statement, yeah.
So add src and feature add mission statement and blue logo mark.
Perfect.
Blue logo mark to about page. It even does the prettier in the back as a Git hook, right?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
That's super cool.
So that makes sure all of our code is consistently formatted.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Cool. So how are we doing here so far? We've got, oh, well, this will have done soon. Mission statements done. So next up is board members.
Yeah, which is just a picture. And that should be attached to the GitHub issue.
Yes. Can I grab this image as is?
I think we'll open a new tab and it's the original resolution.
Perfect. So let's save that. My downloads folder and then drag it up here. This would be an image under About Us, I would argue, right?
Yeah, that's a good idea. We can make a folder for it.
Can you do About Us / I'm curious. Oh, we don't need a new file. We need a new folder. Sorry, never mind.
But yeah, you can do what you think you can do. You can
cool.
do like about us / index.tsx and it will create a new file in that folder.
Well, looks like that didn't work. Wonderful. And this is the board.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. So we'll add that to our About Us page, and let's take another look at that design again. There's sort of, oh, it's cropped.
It is. We could definitely crop the image, but I think there's probably a way to do this in CSS as well. So.
Yeah. Okay. And let me zoom out a little bit. What do you think? 50% width?
Yeah, that looks about right. I know we see a little bit more on mobile, but
yeah,
on larger screens, yeah. It could also just be an absolute width on the image. I think it's maybe like 800 or 600.
Okay.
If you click on the image in Figma, you'll see the actual dimensions of it.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
6 by 300. So we've got that image. We need to add it to our About Us page. So first thing would be to import that image, right? Sorry, I just realized I went off driving without you again.
No, you're doing great. Yeah, let's import that image. So basically the same thing, except we're inside the is it About Us, I think, folder? Yeah.
JPEG. I think.
Yeah.
So below our, so this is our mission statement. So I guess it would go below that. I'll add a div. How do you do that autocomplete? I guess there is none.
Maybe a plugin.
Yeah. We'll do. Whoa, no, definitely not what I intended.
Too much autocomplete now.
Last name. So we'll need that. And inside here, I'm just going to take this image as is for now.
Yeah.
And plug in ours and then sort of fit it around that. And we do have that caption from Figma. I think it makes sense to copy it.
Yeah, we definitely want to show it on the site too.
Yes, totally. Perfect.
And then we can maybe add a paragraph below that image with the same text.
With a break.
Yeah, let's add a break.
Why doesn't it need the / here? You know? Or does it?
It does actually need it in React. Yeah, it needs to be
it does. Gotcha.
I think in regular HTML it doesn't have to be.
Right. Yeah, that's what I've seen. Oh my god, I can't get enough of that. Yes. Refresh. Yeah, looks good.
Okay, awesome. So it's taking the dimensions of the logo we have above, so we probably want to fix that.
Yep, like you said, in Flaky agrees, in JSX needs all self-closing elements to be closed. So that includes stuff like inputs, because I think sometimes inputs don't get closed in HTML.
In HTML, they don't. Yeah, images don't have to get closed. I think some meta tags don't have to get closed. There's a few that don't need to be.
Cool. So that. Oh, sorry, I got distracted and I didn't see if that. Oh yeah, that looks okay. There's our board members and our alt text should be in there too. Perfect. Perfect. So a couple things here. We'll need this to be center aligned. Platypus is grumbling about XHTML and the HTML5 is bad.
We love HTML5 here.
I remember.
It's all good.
I remember at uni having to do like valid XHTML back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we're doing that. Now, oh yeah, so we'll need an MX auto. I think that should take us along the way a little bit.
But you'll need a max width as well. Otherwise, it won't do anything.
Yeah, of course. Right. Which is 7XL, if I'm not related. If I'm not,
right.
If I'm not mistaken. It's been a long day.
We're all friends here.
Max, what is it again?
-W-7XL.
Thank you.
And you'll want MX Auto as well.
Perfect. And then inside that, we'll probably want another one. I would say another div that constrains that width, right? Oh, and this needs to be 300.
I think it's 600 by 300. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Probably gonna stretch it now. No.
All good. Yeah, and so we'll want to center that stuff. So we could do. There's a couple of ways. We could add a margin left and right of auto as well, or we could add text align center, which won't work for the image because it's a block, not an element.
And we will need to center align that text anyway, as you see here.
Yeah, exactly.
So how do you do that? Let's start with that. What is it?
Text center.
Text. Cool. Text dash center.
That's right.
I wonder if I can do that here.
Yeah.
Oh, what's your opinion? Do we do it on the outside or the inside?
I think if you do it on the outside and you add some text in the future, it'll be centered as well. So that's nice, I guess.
Yeah, I'm with you. So text dash center. Have a look.
So now our text should be centered on the image. Okay.
Perfect. Next, we need to center align the image.
So I think we can use the same like MX Auto trick on that.
Just let Prettier take care of that. MX Auto.
Okay.
Sorry, that's the door. I'm just gonna ask you get to open it. I'll be right back.
Yeah,
sorry, everybody. I'm very sorry.
No problem. Go for it.
She's got it. We're good. Sorry.
Okay, cool. So that should do it. It does look like the image isn't actually getting cropped, though.
Yeah. So what is it that we need to do here? We do need to crop that image, and I think we can use like some kind of background. No. It sounds like we'll need some sort of CSS property for that.
Yeah, so I think actually using the style property instead of width and height might do the trick here. So we could do style equals width 600, blah, blah, blah.
Ah, okay.
That will force it. The thing that will be weird though is that the image might be squished, but we can add something to fix that.
Yeah. So it'll be width 600, height 300. Oh, this is px. No.
It can be, if it's numbers, it will be converted into pixels. But if it's a string, yeah. But if it's a string, you can pass like percentages or whatever you want.
Like he says, in the past, we would have needed a container element to do this.
I think we can get away without a container element, but let's see.
Let's give it a try.
Okay, so that's the right size, but it's squished.
Right.
And
I think there's a background CSS property that we can use.
I don't think we need that. I think we can use the object fit property to make the image take up as much space as possible. And I think the value can be like cover. So that'll need to be a string. Yeah.
Look.
And that should make the image take up as much space as possible. Yeah, although now their faces are cut off.
Right. That's because, maybe there's an alignment thing we need to do there.
Yeah, so similar to like the background position, I think there is an object position property.
Object position, okay.
So let's see if JavaScript autocompletes for us. Yeah, object position. Does. And I think it's the same kind of like top, left, blah, blah, blah positions. So yeah, let's try top.
Okay.
Oh, I love CSS.
Yep. No, I have full trust in CSS nowadays. Like maybe too much because I always feel confident. Like, there's probably a CSS property that will help us here. This is beautiful. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, let's add some space around that picture in that paragraph.
We'll probably need like a, what is it, an MB?
I would do some padding. So on the container, I would do like padding top and bottom, which can be PY. Yeah.
I think that's what are we using here? 4 and 20. Let's go with 20. Or?
Yeah. Let's do 20. And I like the idea of doing PX4 as well for smaller screens.
4. Right?
Yeah. And then maybe add a little bit of margin below the image.
Yeah. So that would be MB. Let's go with 4 for consistency's sake.
Sounds good.
Excellent. Something about that font is throwing me off. Should this be smaller? What do you think? What size? How can I check this? Inspect. So this is 18 pixels. And what do we have here? Could be. I could be totally wrong.
Probably at 16 pixels here.
Font size. There's no font size. No.
Huh.
What?
That's funny.
What?
Huh.
What? How do you? What? Oh, hold on. Size. Okay. Oh, it's probably inherited, huh?
Yeah, that's interesting that it doesn't show you the actual font size, though.
Yeah.
See, if you were in Firefox, no.
I'm with you.
But yeah, let's try like text-LG on the text just to make it a little bit bigger.
Yeah, on this text itself.
On the paragraph, yeah.
Because I was gonna say like on the design it looks small because this is already quite big.
Fair.
And if this is 18, I would say, whoops, I was about to suggest making this even smaller, but maybe you're right. Maybe it should be like an LG or something. Let's give it a try. I think I can do that here.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I can do that here even. Is it text LG? What do you think?
That sounds good to me. That's readable.
Yeah.
Which is all I care about.
Exactly. X-LG. And that looks like a commit right there.
I think so, yeah. Let's do it.
There we go. So feature. So what we've done is we've add section with board members and image. Good.
Perfect.
Save and close that. How are you doing time-wise, by the way, Maxime? I don't want to.
Yeah, let's open a PR, and then I would love to demo how to review PRs in VS Code with our new plugin.
Oh yes, let's do it. Let's do it. Cool. Let's do that then. So I've made a couple of pushes so I can open up a pull request already.
Perfect.
So let's call this About Us page first steps.
Yeah.
I'll ask for a review from you. This doesn't close. This aims to set the first steps towards completing. Will that close it?
No, I don't think so. I think if you add the word resolves or fixes, it will close it. But if you don't, it doesn't. It just links it.
And because we need to be complete, we got to set up a code C recording for this PR. Oopsie. Did I do that correctly? So verbose mode, do a refresh. Probably close this.
Awesome.
So we've got there our recording. We will call this DA landing About Us page. The number of this potential pull request is probably #112, right?
Probably,
yeah.
Yeah,
unless somebody opened an issue.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, 112.
Cool. Public. So that's copied. We'll put that into the PR. Let's see. I think that's it, right?
Yeah, that's all we need.
Anything? So we'll create that pull request.
And so
now I can pass it over to you, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm excited.
Okay, let's see if I can share my screen and everything.
Go for it.
Share screen. All right. Let's see. Pull requests. Here you are. It's interesting that I didn't link the issue. Oh, can you see this, by the way?
Yes, I'm now sharing your screen. Could you do me a favor and just make it a tiny bit big? Could you zoom in a little bit? Perfect. Okay. Yep, I'd say it's fine. Folks in the chat, if it's small, please let us know.
Okay, awesome. Okay, no, it is linked. Perfect. Okay, so we have a code C map. But what I wanted to demo today is that you can actually do code reviews instead of VS Code and get access to this stuff as well. So to do that, I'm going to check out this branch. So I'm going to go into my terminal here, zoom in. Come on. And let me know if this is too tiny, Ramon.
So far, so good.
I'm gonna check out your branch. So I'm gonna stop using shortcuts, but git check out.
It's hard, isn't it?
I know, shortcuts are so great. And so then I can open this in VS Code.
And there's our new
extension. Yeah, so Code C Review Maps is basically the same functionality as Review Maps on the web, except we actually brought it inside of VS Code. So I've got the extension installed here, and you can just go to extensions the way you would normally and install the extension here. And once you do that, you should have the Code C extension on the right here.
Is it possible for you to zoom in a little bit? I think with the Command Plus. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Nice.
And so there's a couple ways to review PRs here. The first one is obviously check out the branch. So you can see that the branch is checked out here at the bottom. And you can do either open a review map here, or I like to use the command palette, so codec open review map. And once I do that, I should get a diagram, which is the exact same one that you see on the web, right? Right here.
Amazing.
And so once you're here, you have the same kind of controls. You can zoom in, out, you can highlight the connections between nodes. But we're also using the GitHub pull requests extension to let people view the diff directly instead of their editor. So if you go to the web, if I open this, it will open codec. And if you click on files, you can see the diff right in your browser.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're in VS Code, you can do the same thing and see the diff right in your browser.
Nice. Without having to... Right, without having to leave the context of, so you could do the whole review process even with the codec diagram inside your editor.
Exactly.
This is wicked cool.
Yeah, and you can do the same thing that you would do on a regular GitHub pull request, like add comments inside of things.
And but none of that's reusing a lot of GitHub's built-in functionality, and that I'm really excited about. The fact that we're not reinventing the wheel here.
Yeah, and GitHub built this wonderful extension that shows you all of the open PRs, all of your local pull request branches, and you can see all of the files and all the comments. And so this is great functionality, and there's no way we could have rebuilt this or wanted to, because it's fantastic. So we kind of just built on top of that to add maps functionality, but let you use this fantastic extension.
That's wicked cool.
Yeah. And so, you can check out the changes, okay, this looks good to me. It's fairly straightforward. And so I can go back into this map and mark as reviewed. And this functionality is the same as you would see in GitHub, right? So let me go back to that PR. And here you can mark files as viewed whenever you're done viewing them. And so you can see I marked it as viewed inside of VS Code, and it's reflected here. So this keeps your code reviews in sync between the web and the codec website and your VS Code editor.
Wow. So essentially just making reviews wherever the heck you like.
Yeah, exactly. So if you want to start someplace and check it out in GitHub or go back and forth, everything will be in sync always. Yeah, awesome. That's the codec extension that we shipped yesterday.
Well, I want to say, because if I'm not mistaken, Maxime, this was pretty much you spearheading this, right?
Spearheading, but I had help from everybody on the team.
Of course, of course.
Cross-team effort, and I'm very happy that everybody was super helpful.
Well, let me say kudos.
Thank you.
Congratulations on a successful launch. This is super amazing, and so exciting to be able to, so honored to be able to have us demo it today live.
Yeah, me too. I'm glad it worked the first time, and we've been chatting with the team that maintains VS Code, so shout out to them as well for being receptive to our questions or proposals.
Yeah, it's that aspect of collaboration that I really appreciate when it comes to things like this.
Yeah, exactly. It's really fantastic.
Cool. So for next steps, I guess do you reckon we should leave this PR open until we get the other parts in, or do we want to merge as is and review and then merge as is?
Yeah, I think we should review and merge as is, and then we can open a future PR just to get
Sounds good.
Things moving.
Sounds good. Well, then I'll let you do that in your own time. I know you have lots of work to do, Maxime. So I'm just going to say thank you so much for stopping by today. Folks, a couple of, so if you want to try out if you want to try out codec, we're in open beta right now. You can go to codec.io and get started. You can try it, plug it in for free into your own code base. There on VS Code's extension store, you will also find the new extension that we just launched.
Yeah.
Congratulations again. And as for Distribute Aid, the fundraiser that they're running is still going here at LaunchGood. I've left a link there. If you want to go and donate, please, every little bit helps. Same goes for Open Collective, where you can contribute to Distribute Aid.
Yeah.
So with that, I'll say, sorry, yes.
No, it's, I was just going to say that Open Collective has I think, donation matcher. So if you work with your employer, you can actually get your donations matched, and that doubles your impact. So thank you for doing that.
Yeah, thank you so much. Every little bit helps. You can also everything here is open source. So if you see, for example, the progress that I've made today, and you want to jump on it, you want some mentorship, you want to come on this show and like pair with me and be like just as bad as Tailwind as I am with me, like or much better than me, because probably it's hard to be worse than me at Tailwind. Yeah, this is a collaborative experience, so please feel free to come by, and yeah, we'll have a good time together. So
fantastic.
Yeah, thank you all so much for joining. Thank you, Maxime, once again. And Taylor, if you're watching, thank you to you. And yeah, I wish everybody a wonderful rest of their Thursday.
Thanks, Ramon. Bye, everybody.
Take care, everyone.